And it's LD here with Coach C, Big Colin. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate him being here for Johnson. All right. 12-5 on the season, Coach C. Looking to tie it up with Central tonight. You 5-1 in the conference. You know what I'm saying? What was the message to the fellas tonight in the locker room?
Play hard, play with your purpose. Play Johnson basketball. 12-5 is not really indicative of who we are. Had a lot of injuries. Some other issues happening with the team, so we're kind of getting back to full strength. So just want to see if we can establish back to who we are and how we play. Let the chips fall where they may.
Right, Johnson basketball. Speaking of that, this is a rivalry that's been cherished in the St. Paul City Conference for years. You know, what do you think makes this conference or this rivalry in the conference so special, man?
It's the two teams who've had the most sustained success over the last. I've been here since '97 in St. Paul. I mean, when you talk basketball outside of a couple of years of Highland and maybe a Como year, it's been Central or Johnson that you had to speak on. So those two teams, and then the history of them, two of the older teams in the metro area, older high schools. I mean, it's just it begs for this type of environment, man. It welcomes this.
So since you've taken over for Coach Vern, that's another legend. You've been able to do your thing as well, get you some city championships. Central's been able to get a few more in this past couple of years, and you know, recently they've had more success these past couple of years. So what do you need to see tonight from your team for you guys to go ahead and secure that victory?
Well, you know, with us, LD, it's always about defense with us, man. We have to bring our defensive intensity. Have to stay out of foul trouble. Our big man will be returning tonight. We got to give him some opportunities, some looks inside, and we just have to stay disciplined and execute what we do and not lose our mind, not lose our identity, and just stay true to who we are.
Okay. Yep. And if they do that, they got a good chance of winning tonight, man. So good luck to you guys, Coach C. Appreciate you for checking in with us, man. Good luck to the Johnson Governors tonight, boss. Yes, sir.
How you doing? This is Jordan with Twin City Sports. I'm here with Coach Howe from St. Paul Central. So, Coach, can you just tell us what year is this for you coaching at Central?
Started in 1999, year 24.
Year 24, you heard it. You heard it almost the whole since 2000. So I want to say you coached me, a lot of people growing up. Right now you have an excellent backcourt in Elijah and Alan Langford. How did they help you start off 6-0 in the conference?
I mean, I think it's been more of a team thing. I mean, between Eli, Alan, Seffi, and now Tess, you know, they've all kind of came together as a team. And so it's not one guy each night, it's a different guy every night.
I love that. Definitely a team thing. We were here last year when you won here and able to win the conference. Out of the last 9 years, you won 6 times in the conference, and out of the last 6 years, you won 4. How have you been so dominant lately in the conference?
I think it's just off season, and when you got young guys like Alan and like Eli that are in the program, you know, you just kind of build from there.
For sure, for sure. Anything that you are focused on tonight to get this win? I know it's big, 6-0. They got 1 loss. This kind of cements you guys for leading the pack in the conference. How are you going to finish it tonight?
I think the big thing is not to let them get into transition. That's their game. Handle their pressure a little bit, and then for us to play our game, which is shoot the ball.
Appreciate you, Coach. Thank you holding it down. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
For sure. How you doing? This is Twin City Sports. You're here with Jordan.
This your boy LD, man.
Coming to you live, and this is a big matchup. We got St. Paul Johnson versus St. Paul Central. The conference is on the line tonight. We got Central coming in at 6-0. Johnson also is 5-1, so this has big implications tonight on the game.
Yeah, man, it's going to be big for the city tonight. We have to repost the game or repostpone the game. So, you know, they're looking to get it in tonight. Both teams need to come play with a lot of fire. In the past, you know, it's always going to be a collision class with these two Titans in the city. No matter how both teams are doing, this is always going to be a big game for both teams. So I'm just looking to see how they bring it tonight, what Johnson Governors bring, what the Central Minutemen bring, and this will be a good one, man. It's going to be a packed crowd. The people are filling in. It's going to be great. J.O., what do you think is going to happen tonight, J.O.?
I don't know. This is a big one. I think Central might get this. They're 6-0. Just talked to Coach Alley. He said getting up and down the floor, running is going to be the reason why they're ahead. That's crazy to think about, though, because Johnson loves to play so fast. So we'll see how that pans out. I think the backcourt in Elijah and Alan Langford is really tough. So we'll see how they can. Tyrel, you know, from Johnson came in. I want to see how he matches up with Alan Langford tonight in his first big Johnson versus Central rivalry game.
Okay, yeah. For me, I'm looking to see, you know, Johnson's back at full strength right now. So I'm looking to see if they can get some of that early success back that they was having at the beginning of the year, and push forward through some of those injuries and get back to playing tough basketball, feeding into the big man inside, Big Kenny. He's very versatile. I love a big man. He got some nice footwork. So he's back for the Governors. I think he'll help them out inside tonight. Central's going to have to play big, rebound. But ultimately, I think it's going to be a great game, man. That's all really much I can say. You got anything else?
I mean, just closing, I really do think Kenny, they need to go inside to Kenny. I think they have the advantage there. I think the guard matchup between Johnson and Central equals out or maybe even goes to Central. So if Kenny can get a lot of touch tonight, go up strong, I think Central might be in some trouble. But I think we're in a good one tonight.
Yeah, man. And then, we following young Allen on his way to 2,000 points. Hopefully he can get there, man. We're rooting for you. If he can't get to 2,000, let's hope that young man can be the all-time leading scorer, all right?
So big shouts out. I want to shout out to Twin City Sports. Definitely coming to most games we can. The first live broadcast. Hopefully we get to do more. Hopefully we'll see you at the Twin Cities. And I think whoever wins tonight is going to go on to the Twin Cities game. So shouts out Twin City Sports. Coming to a gym near you. Here we go, we officially started. Central starts off with the ball first. Got a man-to-man. Love the environment here in Johnson. Always alumni coming back. School comes out to support. Playing in the jungle when you're over here. Central's up and inside, number 21. Finnegan with the first bucket. So LD, we see it start off as Johnson mentions rebound. Kenny is not starting. Do we got any word on this if he's playing tonight or what's happening with that switch up?
So I don't got any word about that, but I do know he's just getting back. So you know, they'll work him in slowly.
I hear you. So we both got man-to-man coming here.
Starting off, high turnovers. You know, this is going to happen at the beginning of these games. Both teams coming out playing with a lot of energy.
With no Kenny, they're looking to go inside. Finnegan with another one. He misses though. Both teams are pushing the ball. Love this energy. It's going to be up and down game. Pull up, jumper.
Good pull up. Good rebound. Another one for Allen Langford.
Johnson can't get the ball in the hole. They got to take that lid off. I think they need to get to the basket. Good defense by Tyrel Pride with the block. Eli with the ball. Tyrel has the assignment of guarding Eli, which I think is interesting. I would thought he would be matched up with Allen Langford. Almost another turnover. Johnson got to take care of that ball.
Yeah, you know, they're getting up and down. It's been a lot of possessions so far, but only 2 baskets. So, you know, like I said, this is going to happen at the beginning of these games. Good rivalry. It's cool. It's it.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's catching a lot.
Tyrel Pride with the ball up top. Johnson has to find a way to get a bucket right here. Take some pressure off.
They need to get inside. They've taken all jumpers so far at the beginning.
Looking like a 5-out guard run. There we go.
Central's playing good defense, though. You can't knock it. But
Tyrel
they're
Pride
forcing
with
all
a 3.
jumpers so far. All jumpers.
You can tell Central wants to get inside. That is what Coach Howell has taught them. Get in. Tyrel 3 for Tyrel Pride for 3. Takes the lid off the basket. Big time 3. He's going to be the man right here to stop for Johnson. Little dribble drive action for Central. And just like that, LD with a bucket. Now the crowd's into it. Now they're playing better defense.
Yeah. It's going to get loud in here. That's the one thing you don't want to happen at a Johnson game, a Johnson home game. You don't want that crowd to get involved.
Not at all. Not at all.
That crowd gets involved. There's like 6 people on the court. It's impossible to ignore. Strong-minded people, though, the strong-minded players, they're going to play through it, but it's impossible to ignore. As you can see, I did not want to jinx my guy, but as you can see.
But you definitely did. Definitely did. So we got 3-2, 14 minutes, about 15 minutes left in this game. First foul called.
Mercedes Yarbo in the building.
Shouts out to her, man. For sure. Been doing big things around.
Make tough shots.
Make tough shots. That's Colin Moore Jr. right there with the pull-up. Nice to see a bucket go in off the jumper. First jumper hit.
And got caught. And got caught in that cookie jar.
Got caught in that cookie jar for sure.
It's a bad foul. He can't afford to pick up those fouls for sure. Family. You know, it's St. Paul, so we're seeing a lot of old alumni, a lot of legendary St. Paul veterans from both Rondo and the East Side neighborhood. So people come from all over to see this game, man. It's going to be a great game every time.
Every single time, no matter what. I definitely agree. Making that trip to the East Side to watch the rivalry. Been the biggest rivalry, I say, since at least 03.
Now, Johnson's pressure is also up. You know, like Coach Collins said at the beginning, they want to play their Johnson basketball. Lots of pressure, forcing turnovers, getting out and running.
Tyrell the partner fast break.
That's a bad foul by Allen. You got to let that go.
Tyrell also got to go dunk that, man. You at the land, you got to go finish that. Get this crowd into it. This crowd is like a 6-man, if you will.
Yeah, that's got to be an and one.
And got to be an and one.
Tyrell knows it.
Team 7. Pride
But both teams coming out right away. As you can see, it's fast-paced, lots of up and downs. They'll settle down here in the next couple of minutes for sure. You'll see some more baskets out there. Probably a couple sets. Another turnover force. Johnson's out. Tyrel's gone. Good finish.
Tyrel with 2, and I really think if he's scoring, they're at their best. Coming over from Tartan, definitely shoot the ball, get downhill. He's going to get comfortable in this rivalry for sure.
Loose ball foul. Again, see, the crowd is getting into it. It's early. The crowd is into it. You can hear it. You want to try to negate that at the Central. You got to stop with some of these early turnovers. It's too many turnovers for real for Central right now. Way too many turnovers. Johnson's not playing great yet either, but they're not playing as bad as Central is right now. And that's scary because they're up 9-3. So it can only get better for Johnson at this point.
Neither team has subbed. That's how you know it's how so serious this game is. Gonna let the starting 5 rock it out. Johnson's in there rebounding.
So I will say with Kenny not being in there to start, he might be limited on his minutes, it looks like, with him coming back. Johnson's emphasis right now to win is what they're doing, keeping the pressure up. That's a great take right there. That'll do.
That is a great take and one. Soon as the crowd got into it, patience, fake the ball, get to the hoop and one. Got into it, patience, fake the ball, get to the hoop and one.
Young Tesfaamlak. I'll win for it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to ask young man how he say his name.
For sure, we're gonna have to ask him
because he's out there. He's a junior, so you're gonna be seeing more of him from Central.
Let's see if he completed the 3-point play. Shot is
a decent game. More of a role player at that time. He was able to, get some key points as Big Kenny goes in there right away, gets the ball, like I said.
Right away. 3 rebounds into a point. So. They love Big Kenny, but back with you as you were saying, LD.
So yeah, it's not really nerve-wracking because when we're in it, me and my guys, we're here to battle. But like I said, when you come out and make certain mistakes, here at Johnson, you can't do it because, like I said,
it is turned up in here. Kenny in here immediately makes an impact. 2 buckets, a nice little drive from the left baseline, up and under. He's big.
Another turnover for Central. Again, we're not even 10 minutes in yet, and that's at least 5 turnovers for Central. I'm not counting all the way, but I know that's at least 5.
Johnson's running, playing free now. Big three from Johnson.
Young Caden.
But it gets live in here, and they attack you. I definitely seen someone on the internet. They said when you come in here, the crowd, the alumni, they feel like they trapping you too. So I love the environment in here.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's just tough,
Big time shot.
Big shot, young Tesfaamlak. I'm gonna keep getting it.
He's holding them down right now. Definitely have the last 5 points, keeping them in this thing. Definitely don't want this to get out of hand.
Yeah. But you'll take his contributions, but if you're Eli and Allen, you got to get going sooner than later.
I love this from Kenny. He comes in immediately, makes an impact. 4 points, 1 assist, 3 rebounds.
The big man he's key in there, man.
He's responsible for dominant. The last 6 points.
Yeah, good foul on the shot. Lil Allen's going to have to get a lot more aggressive.
He is. He's too nonchalant for me to start the game off. He's got to be more dominant.
They're just reaching a little bit too much.
Got to get Eli going.
They didn't have to do it. Oh, ain't no way that's not a foul, ref. That's a little crazy. But you play on. They made a good basket. It is Central versus Johnson, man. You have to come ready to. This is a contact sport. It's not going to get more physical. Look, there's a lot of physical play in the state of Minnesota.
Definitely.
You're not going to see more physical games than the Central versus Johnson rivalry game in the state.
To keep running their stuff. They're getting what they want. They just got to find it to drop.
That's a great drive right there. Probably should have went up a little sooner. Lil Allen's got to catch that. That's another turnover that you just
got to catch that. Come on, football man. Nice attendance in the B-line.
Eli on a fast break.
Nice dime. No foul. I'm telling you, you got to be ready to come over here. This ain't nowhere you could just walk into a win.
As you see, he's commanding more of the Johnson's attention. It's just making it easier for his team. So you have to start off aggressive just to make it easier for your team. Now look at it. They're back tied up in this game.
Nice run by Eli, getting his first layup. They're creating a lot of points off running, so I know Coach Howell said he wants to run, which I know that's crazy to sound unless you want to run on the Johnson Governors. That's what they want to do, but showing that Coach Howell knows.
Producer man right there.
Big shouts out to Wayne.
Wayne Kennedy,
you know
man, producer man.
This can't go without him, you know.
Jimmy one more.
Let Train call it T-Pain buy you a drink. Ladies, he will buy you a drink.
You said walk-ups?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Walk up, man. We got a legend in here,
We just talked about it, man. Come on, come sit down.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, man. Look, we don't know what we're doing. We figuring it out here. We figuring it out here. We got alumni in the building.
Yeah.
Devon Suggs is here with us, man. He's going to sit down with us for a little bit. Talk about this rivalry game, man. Now you're a part of the Suggs family, man. It's traditional here for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, DeMar. You got Dion. You know, talk about it. You've been witnessing this. Yeah, you've been witnessing this rivalry game for years.
Since before I was born, it was a rivalry with my dad.
So what do you think this Central versus Johnson game means for the city, man?
Oh, it's the biggest thing in the city.
Yeah.
There's no game bigger than Johnson and Central's games at Central.
Yeah, Eli with the good pass.
Go ahead.
Look, Tesfaamlak, I know I'm saying his name wrong, but Tesfaamlak is keeping Central in it, man. He's been having a great first half. He's having a great first half.
When Tess shows up, man, Central looks,
that's a bonus.
Yeah.
That's a bonus right there.
They look great when Tess shows up.
But go ahead. Speak on it. You said you were saying the rivalry, the best in the city, man. It's gritty.
Yeah, man. A lot of kids don't understand this game right here, man. This is circled 2 times on the schedule every year.
Yeah.
People look forward to the next year. Like, I could probably count 40 alumni, almost 50 alumni in this gym right now, including myself.
On both sides.
On both sides, Central and Johnson. There's so many people from other schools, alumni from other schools, just kids coming home from college just to watch this game. So, I mean, this means everything to the city, man. It's always good when you can come in this gym or go in Central's gym and don't have no promotion. It's just the love of the game, man. Everybody here for one reason. And that's
good basketball. Yes, sir.
That's it, man.
Eli with the shot. That's a good look for him. He'll knock that down. Charge. Ooh, good take by Allen right there. Good take by Allen.
Y'all play offense on defense, man.
Look, this game is up and down. It's about, like I said, the scoring is about to increase. You know, both teams are about to settle down, but you got to expect the turnovers at the beginning.
Yeah, and the refs is letting them play a little bit.
As much as they can, for sure. As much as they can, the refs is doing a good job.
Yeah, and these games typically, they always like that because both teams are playing super aggressive. They always play aggressive. Central, they might not be as aggressive as Johnson plays, but that's Johnson basketball.
Yeah.
If anybody ever watched them played for them, played against them, they play basketball like they playing rugby, you know. And that's one of their benefits. But they do play good defense.
That's for sure.
So
aggressive, great defense, great team defense.
And they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Great team defense is a lost art in today's game of basketball.
For sure.
Don't some good individual D, but great team defense is not all around.
They rotate. Everybody.
They're ready to switch.
They're ready to switch. You can switch on any 5 players on the team. But no, this is a great game. It's a great turnout tonight.
Tess. A lot of slipping out there. Let that go. Don't foul that man. Ooh, that's off Black. Good defense.
Yeah, hustle.
And I was saying, don't foul that man. That's a great hustle right there.
Yeah. This is one of the first game for Jermaine Curtis.
Okay.
Thomas, I'm sorry. He's a Curtis though. Jawan's a Curtis nephew.
Yeah.
Went to Highland.
Yeah, we've
He's
been
also
look
in the
just dropped
family full of
another name.
athletes.
There's a lot of legends in here, man.
Yeah,
More
yeah.
legends coming in.
No, for sure. St. Paul legends all in the building right now,
man.
for sure.
Like I said, on the east side, Rondo, everywhere from St. Paul.
Yeah,
They're in here, man. Good pick up. Young Colin. Good drop off to Kenny. Kenny goes up. What they call him? Got a foul. Yeah, he's big. Got to go up with it.
Yeah, man. But I just wanted to give y'all flowers, man, because y'all doing a good thing for these kids, for the Rondo, not even just the Rondo community, for St. Paul, Twin Cities, period. I tune in all the time. I watch y'all's the podcast. Of course, we family. You my cousin.
Of course.
You know, so we come from a lineage of
Gotta knock that
sports.
down, Kenny. Yeah.
But I want to give y'all flowers, man. Y'all young entrepreneurs, young athletes that went through this system, that played these games. At least a couple of y'all have.
Yeah. All of us. All of us.
Even if it wasn't this Central Johnson game, it was Johnson, Washburn, Como. All those games around those times was pretty good, man. But everybody wished they could come to this Central and Johnson game, no matter who they played for.
It's nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
I just told y'all that. There's a lot of physical basketball. There's a lot of great rivalries.
Yeah.
You know, you got the Wyzettas, Minnetonkas, Hopkins.
The North Henry.
You know, the De La Salles, Minnehaha's. You know, them games is always going to crack. But when I'm talking about just straight gritty, no matter what team is what, one team could be 1-11, man. When it comes to Central and Johnson playing each other, that game is going to be a good game, good physical game, up and down. You're going to see some great basketball on that day.
Oh, man. Yeah. Some people be calling off work just to make sure they make it to this game, man. Like, this game is only thing I can put in one word, man, is different.
Right.
That's it. Different.
Right.
You know, all the kids that don't know, when you come to this, you'll find out.
You find out early.
You find out early. If you're scared, you'll find out early. Like, you'll find out when you walk in the gym to play this game.
And when you see this, you want to be a part of this.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You want to be a part of this.
There was kids 5, 6, 7 years old, 8 years old coming up, and they were sitting in Johnson's locker rooms, the Central locker rooms, and they getting amped up, and now they're 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade playing in this specific game right here.
Yes.
There's nothing like it, man. There's nothing like it.
But ultimately, man, who do you think is going to pull this one out? It's still early. Both teams playing some good basketball. A lot of good defense out there. It's low scoring. This is a low scoring first half for Johnson and Central. Believe it. It's usually more 30s, 40s, high 30s, low 40s in the first half.
So it's a minute and 30 left.
So this type of game benefits Central more than Johnson, for sure. I will say that.
Good block by Jermaine. I got Johnson. I got Central.
Another turnover from Central. Can't have it.
If Langford can get it together, which I think he will second half.
Yes.
He's barely scoring his first half. They're playing a good game against him. But I think if he can pull it together, put up some points, they'll pull it off.
He got to just settle down.
Yeah. They'll pull it off probably by almost 8 to 10 points.
Yeah.
But Johnson ain't going to walk out like it. They're not going to just give it to him.
No, especially not at home.
No, not at the J, man.
They're too well coached.
Yeah.
They know what's on the line.
No, for sure. They definitely know. This, like we said in the beginning of this conversation, man, this game is like the championship game.
Yeah. Can't lose this one. Johnson's already lost one game in the city.
Yeah.
So they lose this one, it could put them behind that A-ball by too much. So they know what's on the line.
And if Central,
Young Caden just hit another three.
that kid, he be on. When he's on, man.
Yeah, that Central can't be giving him those type of looks.
No, they're giving him wide open looks.
Allen with a nice look. It was a classic, gritty first half from both teams. A lot of up and down, a lot of turnovers on both sides. So let's see if they settle down in this second half. But for the most part, it is what you see in the classic Central versus Johnson game.
I think that game being postponed did a lot. You know, not as many people, I think, as the first one. So that first half was get them jitters out. Tyrel's first time playing in a rivalry, so I expect him to do better in this second half. Even the second game might be better, but to get these turnovers down, I think we're in for it. But it's a defensive battle the first half. We got Tyrel leading Johnson with 7 points, And we got Tess, number 5 for Central, leading with 8. So someone's got to step up and put the ball in the hole.
All right, second half getting ready to start, y'all.
All right, we're back here. Central ball. We got the one and only Aston Tyler next to me. Johnson legend, might be the most sought after Johnson. What you think? You putting yourself up there?
No. I gotta be top 2, not 2.
Top 2, not 2. You heard what he said. One thing we was talking about, we love Johnson alumni always coming back showing love. It's very important. But just talk about that big ass banner that you got right over there. One of the most historical runs in Minnesota history.
Man, it's special just because it's the only one. But you know what I'm saying, it's something that the kids can look up to and you know, aspire to try to get to that level. So, you know what I'm saying, we put it in their face every day, like, this is what y'all working for, this is what y'all want. You want your name up there, you know, be a part of history.
No, and I love that. I definitely love that. Being the only team from St. Paul to win it since Highland, I think it's big, and especially for the East Side. I think a lot of people counted y'all out for a long time. People like Jeff Clark Neal, we had Big Wall come through and really laid a foundation, but y'all took it to a whole nother level, having a back-to-back undefeated season. Hopkins did it first, and then y'all went and did it. Just talk about that season specifically, what you guys, especially with Vern being the head coach, could accomplish, and what do you remember most about that season?
Man, one of the biggest things I remember is we didn't even realize that we was undefeated until we got to state tournament or sections, and then somebody was like, you know, y'all ain't lost yet. We looked back like, dang, man, we didn't even compete. We were just having fun, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all grew up playing with each other, so it was just having fun, just being together and competing. We all, you know what I'm saying, we all fed off each other at the time, so it was really just a fun time, just in the moment.
For sure. Colin, being on that staff, stepped up and took over that role when Vern stepped down. And one thing I love is y'all just have so much alumni come back to give, and then just let these new kids know what the expectations here at the Land. I know y'all call it the Land. What made you come to Johnson? Because I know you could have went a couple different routes, man. You could have went with the private school way. But what made you come here and represent Johnson?
Man, I was always going to go here. A lot of people don't know my dad was on the coaching staff for the boys when Vern first got the job, you know what I'm saying? So he eventually made his way over to the girls and started coaching them with my older sister and them. But I've been up here since I can remember, 3-4 years old, practicing with the high school team. So like, I always knew I was coming here.
No, that's what's up. Definitely changed everything, because Johnson's always been good, and this rivalry has been big. But what did it mean for you to play against Central? Like, was that someone that you always had on a calendar, or was y'all just so tough that you were like every game the same?
No, it's always been a rivalry. Even, you know, before us, it's going to be a rivalry after us. You know, continuing on even after these kids are gone. But it's just something. You know, the other side of the city. You know, you want to compete. You know you're going to get a good crowd. You just want to show out, and you want to come out with the dub every time.
No, for sure. Right now we got Central up 30-23. I know you've been around the team. What do you think they need to do to get this W? Because I know they lost a tough one to Como, so they need to upset Central right now. But have you been talking to anybody on the team? Been kind of taking them under your wing, trying to teach them the Johnson ways?
Yeah, I've been around. I think the biggest thing for us is we didn't have a lot of injuries. A lot of key players been hurt. You know, the last few games of the season. A lot of them are trying to work their way back into the rotation, you know, trying to get back in shape too. So I think we get everybody back in shape and just focus on defense, man. We could turn it around towards the end of the season.
Defense, you heard him. You heard what he said. Coming over here playing. I seen something on the internet not too long ago that said when you come to Johnson, you feel like the crowd trapping you, the alumni trapping you. It's crazy energy in here all the time. That was y'all staple. I know y'all had a lot of people that could shoot the ball, score. You was a hell of a scorer, but what made you really hone in on defense, and why would Vern instill that in y'all?
Yeah, for sure. Every day we worked on defense. It's just, you know, in the history of the game, the best teams, they got to play defense. There's just no way around it. You know, you play defense, you get a steal, you get a stop, and you go off to the races and get a fast break. You get an easy bucket. That's what we look for.
Definitely. So after Johnson, tell the people where you went. I know your story, but tell the people what path you went after Johnson, and where did you play basketball?
I made my way to University of Missouri, Kansas City, in the Summit League, and then I was there for 2 years. and I transferred, ended up going to UND for 2 years in North Dakota Grand Forks.
Okay. Definitely have one of the top players, I believe, in here. Well, part of that 32-0 team. Got a chance to play against him the year before, and outdid us, to tell the truth. Undefeated, got all their licks back, and it was tough time in that little era. You come in here, you know you was up for a long night. So definitely one of Johnson best. Love having you on here. You can stay as long as you want, man.
Appreciate you.
You think about how, I know your son's getting older. You thinking about getting into coaching?
Man, they done pulled me in as a volunteer on the freshman team. Man.
Yeah, see?
I've been trying to stay away from it. I ain't got no patience for it.
I'm already knowing. I just think, we always talk about it, and even when we interviewed Train, he said that the air is just different, man. We care. Like, like, y'all was tough. Like, you come in the sense you going to Johnson, you got some people on the team that will really lock you up, get in your face, and about that life. So it just transitioned into basketball, like being tough on the court. Now these kids are so nonchalant.
They is. That's the biggest thing about it. Like, man, we can't coach effort. Like, you got to want to be here. You got to want to be trying to win and play defense. Like, if you ain't got that, there's nothing I can do for you.
Man, the effort is definitely the biggest. 3 ball, they need it. Game has been up and down since we've been over here with Eston. It's 30-25 right now. Ball's not just dropping for both teams. This is a defensive battle. Nice move. Tessie up, blocked. Johnson's off to the races. Tyrel goes up, finishes with the left-hand lay. Makes it a 3-point game. I know when you guys were playing, I know we were looking up the stats. I know stats isn't really cemented in Minnesota like we would like it to be, but I think you guys had a point differential of maybe 30+ points on your infamous run that 2010 season. Just looking back on that, what were some of your toughest battles you had with the team during that year? Any team that kind of made y'all nervous, got close to beating y'all?
I wouldn't say there was even a team that made us nervous because we were so focused on ourselves at that time. I know we went to Milwaukee, played the top team out there, played the top team at Iowa. We was beating everybody, so it was like, whoever we was playing, it was just next game. But nobody really stood out and really was giving us any trouble, especially the year we went 32-0. But like, what I'm saying, the year before that we played y'all, it was always Washburn that we was looking forward to play. That was always a battle. You bring the crowd out, bring the city out too.
No, I told her, I said, shouts out to my class 09. I'm 1 year older than Eston, but I always tell them, watching the 09 people cry on the way to the bus, I know that put some fire into y'all.
Well, you got 2 years on me.
I'm tripping, too. See, that's how long Eston been playing varsity, man. You think he older than he is. The man been playing since I can remember. Nice move by Allen Langford getting downhill with the spin and finish.
He's starting to wake up.
Man, he's too nonchalant. We always say that. He's too nonchalant for me. But once again, that's everybody. Score is 35-27. Central's pulling away. Let's see if Johnson can close that gap. Defense, like we said, is a staple over here. Let's see if we can lock in. Glad Allen is not hurt. He tweaked his knee in the first half.
Hostage, big dog. You done with him? I wasn't holding you hostage.
No, I told him he can stay as long as he wants. This big dog.
No. Go take your job. Go take your job, LD.
I'm finna go get that young food too.
All right, it's always a pleasure, man. Appreciate you coming out. Ashton Tyler, one of the ghosts in St. Paul, not just Johnson, in St. Paul.
Young Chris in the building. What up, fool? How you doing? Oh, yeah. It's been going smoothly.
Missed free throws, LD. We need them. They're free.
We do. I'm back.
He
we
missed
had to
two.
let the legend E. Tyler come over here and share his thoughts on the game and overall abilities and, his history for Johnson. At Johnson, I mean. Young Tess, too much. You need to go with the right hand right there.
Johnson on the move, fast break.
Johnson's running.
And I want to give a shout out.
But they're turning it over a lot right now. So they're doing what Central did in the first half and the second half.
Offensive foul. Tyrel takes the charge.
Good charge, too.
Fouls out Whittington. His second, team's 4.
With about 12 minutes to go, I want to see Johnson get in a groove. I feel like they've never really been in a groove offensively scoring. This is a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
I know they know, as we say, that Tyrel goes to the bucket. No foul. Got to know you're in that rivalry game. You're not getting them small fouls.
No, they're letting them play right now, and they're doing a good job as best as they can of letting them play. If you're on either team right now, you got to know to go to the basket hard and not expect a foul at all.
Can't leave it up to the refs.
Not at all. You got to go to the basket with purpose.
There we go. Nice defense. That might be a turnover. There we go. Game full of turnovers is who has the least.
There ain't no spacing over there. Central has to do a better job with spacing.
Central, 30 seconds.
That's a good timeout from Coach Howell right there. It is a little bit OC out there, so that's a good timeout. We got John Robinson on the microphone now, legendary coach.
I won't say all of that, but
Legendary coach. I don't think if you ask anybody else, they'll say it, so I'm going to say it.
yeah, well, I just tell you this, man. You know, game of runs, brother.
Yes.
Everybody gonna make runs. Just gotta keep pushing.
What have you liking from what you've seen in this game so far?
Just the intensity, both sides. You know, that Central has normally hadn't been able to play at this pace.
Yeah.
And they're really playing at a good pace. That young man there.
Who is that? We need to find his name.
Tremaine, what's his name? Last name?
They ain't got it. We've been trying to figure out who he is. He ain't listed here. Can't have that.
Yeah, he said brother played at Central, track and football and basketball.
Okay. Legendary.
Yeah.
Athletes in the family. I can see. I can tell. How old is he?
Maine, I think, is a junior.
Junior? Oh, yeah.
I think he's a junior. He was at South St. Paul.
Okay. Came from South St. Paul over to the city.
Went back from the hood.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, come back to your bread and
all
butter.
our athletes go out there, man, and you know, and end up coming back.
Yeah, as you should. Don't leave.
You know, we say the grass is always greener on the other side, but the water bill's higher.
Exactly. Exactly. Everything. And it's taxes.
Man. So, you know, Johnson start making their shots, man. It'd be a 20-point game.
So both teams, of course, with the high turnovers. But recently, right, so Johnson had a high level of dominance here. I'll show you this list that we got, as you can see. So basically since 2000s, Johnson had a good run. You see they got 17 of the city conference championships. Central with 8, Cretin 4, Highland 3, Harding with 1. So recent years, though, Central has about 6 of the last 9. So a lot of that success for Central has been coming in these recent years. What do you think has been the biggest difference that you've seen? Yourself.
The biggest difference has been the consistency and the turnover rate from Johnson players.
Okay.
You know, if you notice that they're young, they got a lot of young players. And if you watch their program the last few years, how they've grown. Since I've been coaching, since I stopped coaching in 2018, Johnson was on a run then, but they always had that dominant point guard that could dictate and facilitate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, from back in the time.
Yeah, that's true. We just had one on, young Eston Tyler. So the list of guards that have come through St. Paul Johnson, I don't think anyone can shy at. You can't. Yeah, you can't shy at any of them.
Right.
Marcus Marshall, Deion Suggs, Sammy Ricks.
I mean, Shamar Adams. Made a run. I believe that year they won.
Yeah.
And he was conference MVP.
Yeah. See, and there's a lot of that going around from Johnson for sure. So and they just keep them coming. They got a young roster right now. I don't think I see any seniors on there. So they don't have any seniors right now. So this is good experience for them.
Yeah.
You know, they've been going through a lot. I talked to Colin at the beginning. He said they had some injuries and things like that throughout the season. So 12-5 record, but it doesn't really say who they are.
Right. And if you look at Kenny, just coming off, he's still injured to me, because you can tell he can't hold on to the basketball.
Yeah, that's true.
So that hand, that broken hand is affecting him a lot.
But he's right away though. As soon as he got in, he still started making an impact. So
no question.
You can just see what that size does for Johnson in there.
His size does it, don't it?
Man, can't teach it.
No. But like I said, it's just see what they can do if Central can handle this pressure that's going to come and stay the next 10 minutes. You know?
Now you were on a few different state teams for both Johnson and Central. For the girls side of things. Now, we haven't talked about it much, but is the girls side, the Central versus Johnson kind of rivalry just as much as this a little bit? Or was it a little bit more back in the day, a little bit more intense?
It was way more intense
back in the day. Okay.
Like I said, when I was 2005, we never got over the hump here from Johnson, but we were respectful with, Angel Robinson, my daughter, and then Ebony Black. Ebony Black, people don't realize Ebony was Metro top 5 in the state as an 8th grader.
Yeah. People forget about E Black.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget, but the real ones won't ever forget. I'll never forget watching Ebony Black, Angel Robinson, Samantha Robinson Ricks, some of them that just, she got hurt. I always tell people, Samantha Robinson Ricks was easily one of the coldest girls I ever seen play. But, injuries kind of derailed her career.
Yeah.
But, that's a tough lineup in itself. In practice, you got Ebony Black, Georgie Jones, Megan Howard, Kiara Buford, Tiara Taylor, Lil Dash. You got people out there, and I know them practices has to probably be more competitive than games.
Well, yeah, they really were, because, like I told the starters, you got about 5 minutes.
Yep. Then you get it's still a good game right now. It's 8 minutes left. Central's up 40-31. Still anyone's game. No, they can't call that.
Well, one thing about Maine, number 21 that just went and got that foul. This is his first time back on the court.
Yeah.
He hasn't really played basketball, high school, for the past, year and a half?
Okay.
So I don't think he played at all last year.
Okay.
So you can see the ring rust that he's going through right now.
That'll have to rub off a little bit.
Right. Next game,
because they will have to play again.
Yeah. So he make a run to, get his legs under him and his confidence back.
Yeah.
And
I like what we've been seeing from him for sure. We've been over here like, who's the 21 kid? Unfortunately, he's not in the roster book right now.
And he got bounced.
That's what I see. I'm like, he out there blocking shots. He jumping, almost slapping the top of the backboard.
Yeah. So, but it's interesting, man. And I think, like I said, everybody actually who's gonna win.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good game. Very intense game. And Central has something that Johnson doesn't have. Central has 4 bona fide shooters.
Yes, that's true.
So
that can't get hot. Right now they've been missing.
Right.
But they can't get hot. I'm always posed for the frame.
LD, baby.
But
Central legend himself.
Man, we talked about it. I try to do my thing. It's just great to be a part of history. That's what I always tell people, man. It's great to be in the record books. Mm-hmm. It's great to put on for your teammates, your brothers that you grew up with your whole life.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing.
Tess is number 5 for Central. Tess has showed up today. He's been big for them in the first half and the second half. I don't think Central is in the lead right now without his contributions. Because Lil Allen and Eli are slowly getting it going. Eli's picking it up a little bit more. Allen just picked up his 4th foul, so he's going to sit down for a little bit.
Right.
And so pretty much you're probably going to, good move from the inside. He has to make that. He cannot foul. He has 4. Good take all the way. Good take.
And one thing that you mentioned earlier, what's not happening anymore is you said grew up, playing with my guys.
Yeah.
Your guys that you grew up with playing with, y'all stayed together.
It'd have been lovely if more of us could have, but a good 4 or 5 of us stayed together. Another 3 or 4 went to one school, and And I think that works just the best, honestly.
And that's why a lot of outstate teams, that people understand that a lot of outstate teams, why they're so successful. If I don't even have to look at you and know what you're going to do.
Right.
Because we've been playing together since we was 9, 10.
Yes.
So,
We already know our roles at this point. Our
there
roles
it is.
haven't really changed much. A few kids out there might get better or not, but for the most part, they know what's going on. They're not having ego problems, and the parents know the issue. So,
There
you know,
it
everyone
is.
is just here for one job and one job only, and that's to try to win the championship.
And there it is. And
Yeah.
there it is. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Y'all
We
keep
appreciate
doing
you
y'all
sitting
thing,
down
man.
with us, man. That's, again, the legend, John Robinson. You know what I'm saying? He's on the current Mr. Basketball committee, so he's going to, you know, for the males and females, right?
No, just for the males.
Just for the males, okay. So he's always out at these games, checking out the talent. He has a good eye for it. He's been doing this for years, man. So
And I'll just say this, Minnesota basketball has grown immensely.
it has.
And I mean, think about all the players that we have in the league right now.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised when you start naming them off.
Man, look. And before then, the ones that paved the way, that was just going D1 and then overseas. You know,
Right.
a lot of D2s and overseas. Like, it's been a long grind for Minnesota. I think we've been here. I will say I think the height has caught up a little bit more. Across the world, you know, we have gotten a little bit more taller players. There's some in the water, I think. But we'll take it.
That's facts. And
Yeah.
I also like to just say, Mr. Basketball is sponsored by Dave's Hot Chicken.
Oh, show that. Shouts out to Dave's Hot Chicken for Mr. Basketball, man.
Yes,
Shouts
sir.
out to them.
Appreciate them.
Okay, appreciate you, Pops.
Yeah, all right.
Coming through.
Yeah.
Sturm.
Thank you. That was nice. It's a podcast?
Teams A, Turner shooting 2.
broadcast
Definitely got the big homies in the house tonight. Love the live walk-ups. Love the live walk-ups. Got a 10-point game. Kenny at the line. Let's see what Johnson can do to get back in this game as he hits the second one. Big implications on this win. Big implications on this win tonight. Central 6-0 in the conference, looking to go 7-0 and kind of cement them as that first place in the conference, making it theirs to lose. Nice take. Central loses. Johnson is 5-1, so a big win, an upset right here could even the score. It took a tough loss to Como. Como did not have Kenny that game, so.
Johnson didn't have Big Kenny.
But one thing I love about this, I know you know, going to that school as long as me. It's been Johnson and Central top heavy, but this year's been some competition. You know, we got Johnson beating Hardin 60-62. That was a close game. We got a 2-point overtime win over Highland for Central. So it's not an easy walkthrough. You got to really play in this conference right now.
The GOAT just calling, man. What's going on, baby?
What's good? What's good? One thing I love about St. Paul, you walk in here, you're going to know everyone, man. City small. Everyone to see you grow up, want to see the next generation. And this is what we do here at Twin City Sports. Come here, put that platform for that new generation.
A lot of legends. A lot of voluntary coaches that put their time in with a lot of these kids coming here and supporting them as they get older.
Refs, AAU coaches, rec center coaches, trainers. Love to see the city in here giving back. 6 minutes to go, down by 9. Johnson got to pick it up. They got to find a way to score. They haven't scored easy all night, besides a couple of baskets that Kenny started off coming back.
Young Colin. Good fight for the ball right there. Central's got to come up with that. This game is far from over, so the fouls, Central has 8 of them, Johnson has 3.
And, you know, we have number 21, Jermaine Thomas with the ball. First game, I know it's a turnover right here, but want to big him up. he's been the glue right now, keeping him in this game, rebounding, pushing the ball, couple buckets, couple assists. First game, after not playing this season for undisclosed reasons, but first game coming from South St. Paul. He's a junior, so definitely think he's making an impact tonight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, J.O. missed it, but yeah, he was injured, unfortunately, so this is his first game back.
Okay, he was injured.
Yeah. That's what Pops just let us know.
Sounds good, sounds good. Central can take care of this ball. I think they got this one wrapped up. I know anything can happen here. But they're playing good, and Allen's not even on the floor. Eli handles that ball, I'll tell you what.
They're going to have to take care. Like I said, I think right now both teams have well over double-digit turnovers. You got to expect it in this game for sure. They're up and down. But right now, these last 5 minutes that's coming up, 5 minutes, 27 seconds, possession is key. Every possession. Every possession. That might have been a makeup call for some other fouls that may not have been called. I don't know. That looked like some good defense on that one. But we'll take it as a Central fan.
Got two Central guys in here, but we show love everyone. We've interviewed all the homies.
Shouts out to Johnson for inviting us. Coach C, like I said, Carlton over there, Smurf, B-Bell on the coaching staff.
Tone also.
Otis, alumni over there with the staff. Invited us, man, welcomed us with open arms, so we appreciate that, man, for our first invitation.
Love this, gotta show love. Colin setting this up and hopefully getting the ball rolling so we can do this more often, so we appreciate you, Colin. Johnson High School. Down 11 with 5.5 to go. And I want to say this, LD, I know when we was growing up, Johnson kind of dominated the conference, but as of late, man, it's been a Central party. Central winning it last year, going 12-0, winning in this building as they get a steal. Nice move by Tessie. Oh, almost.
Big homie Tess. If I'm Central right now, I put Allen back in. I'm running a 2-3 zone, and I'm going to put Allen back in because right now every possession just matters.
Every single one. But Central's just finding a way to get it done.
I may wait to the under 5. I think after this one you can wait.
Like I said, Central. I know, a little confusing. Johnson ball. Central's been comfortable over here. So in the last 6 years, they've won 4 conference championships. And in the last 9, they've won 6. So Coach House figured it out. Maybe got a good group of kids that come through. Ball cannot just go in for Johnson. Another miss for them. Strong rebound. Eli pushing the ball.
Pushing it. He's good.
Finding them layup. And here comes the separation.
That's a great push from Eli. If I'm Central, young Allen has to get in the game. Great push up by Tyrel. Again, another missed layup.
A lot of these kids getting their first real run starting in this rivalry, so I really want to see how that Johnson-Central game is at Central. I think Johnson will be more prepared for that.
Yeah, like I said, Johnson's coming back, so, they're getting kids off injuries and things like that. So, but I will say if they lose this one, it could put them behind, Unfortunately, that'll be their second loss in the conference, so. Ooh, good hit from Eli right there. That's a tough hit.
And this guy, they said this guy was a soccer kid. I think he's a basketball kid, LD. He's taking this pressure at Johnson. He's not worried. Hit some big shots. Tyrel with the almost and one. Strong take. We need more of that.
Definitely need more.
In our interview before the game, Coach definitely said they need to run. I'm going to keep saying that because, when you come to Johnson, you damn near want to slow them down. But when they have ran, LD, they've got out and they've got to easy buckets.
Central has done a great job. Lil Allen and what's his name? Finn. Make sure I get his right name. Yeah, Finnegan. They both picked up 4 fouls with about 8-7 minutes left, so they had to sit them both, and they actually were able to increase their lead. So now they get to sub them both back in, and let's see how they can close it out. It's definitely far from over, man. You got to take care of the ball. You got to hit free throws if it comes down to that. Far from over.
With this win, like I said, cement them, and it's really their conference to lose, LD, and it will be back-to-back. If they end up winning this, it's 7-0, closer going back to 2-12-0 back-to-back, and that would be the first time they won back-to-back conference since 1920. Another nice pass by Eli.
Another nice pass by Eli. Great look.
Finished by Allen, and when it's closing time, your two main players got to step up, and that's exactly what's happening right here.
More good defense there in zone. Again, that lid is on for Johnson. Johnson's getting some good looks. They are getting some good looks. They're getting in the paint. Just rolling out for them, unfortunately.
A zone has been a problem for Johnson even since I've been in high school. More gritty, get to the basket type play over here. Definitely need a kid to hit some shots, open that zone up. Eli strong with the ball, man. LD, I would want the ball. Big time shot by Allen, off. Rebound Johnson, they need to push it. 2:45 left. Good pass.
Good layup.
Layup by Tavy Johnson, 0.
14-point game. Central wants to eat some clock up here.
One thing though I've realized is Johnson does not have a senior on the roster.
They don't. So they're young. They're getting good experience right now.
Foul call by Mr. Saladin. I know the people here at Johnson don't like that call, but a little contact on the arm.
Actually a good call, very late, Mr. Saladin.
But it was the right one. It was the right one. Finnegan with the layup, and I think that's the nail in the coffin right now. Up 16, Tyrel going, hitting the bottom.
It's unfortunately just, again, and this is different, you know. Tyrel is from a transfer in from Tartan. I know they have a good rivalry out there with North St. Paul. But like I will say, you know what I'm saying, and no disrespect to any other conferences, it's just not the same as a Central versus Johnson rivalry, man. It just isn't.
Not at all. And one. I think it's just a little bit too late.
Finnegan just fouled out. Johnson looks like they're going to go a little smaller right now. Probably going to put some press on. There's going to be a lot of trapping. Central's got to be ready to take care of the ball. How you doing? Good, nice to see you. Really today, Central had a good team win. If they can finish this out, it'll be a good team win for them. Lots of contributions from everyone. Shouts out to the boy Tess, number 5 for sure. Oh, you good? We don't got no cameras on. Oh, okay.
And I think how you finish this little minute and a half definitely can spill over and not give them confidence for the next game. So take care of that ball, which they are doing. Looking like Central gonna be 7-0. That's what I love about Coach Howell. Up 15, minute and a half left, still getting on his players' case. Gotta know how to finish the game. He's right. We want to go back-to-back conference champions.
And shouts out to him, man. These past few years, like you said, Central's picked it up. They're coming into Johnson, winning more regularly. Yeah, he got to let them know what to do at this time. Central was able to. All right, make sure y'all follow us, man. Twin City Sports on YouTube. You'll be able to catch this game and many more of the things that we do on our platform. You know, from interviewing great prospects, interviewing alumni, legends out of the state of Minnesota. You'll be able to catch that. Again, Twin City Sports. We're also on YouTube. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. Twin City Sports.
This will be a good win for Central. I know this is going to give them some confidence. I know they had that close one with Highland. Getting through that first wave of conference is always good. But they just neutralized Johnson's pressure today, and I think that's what really helped them, and they really pushed the ball, beat them. I'm apologize, I do know your game now. Ending with 12 points, how did you come in here and have your nerves calm down, because this is a tough place to play?
Coming into the game, I was just overly excited out of the gate. You know, Johnson is always a big game. Probably, I would say, the real rivalry, so I'm always just excited. I'm not even nervous to come over here, so I'm glad we could get the dub. It was a hard-fought game, though.
For sure, I love that you.
So I'm always just excited. I'm not even nervous to come over here, so I'm glad we could get the dub. It was a hard-fought game, though.
For sure, I love that. You hear him. He's not nervous or nothing. You had a stretch where you scored 5 points in a row when your offense is a little stagnant. Like, how to get this dub?
We're talking about containing Kenny. So the weak side helped come up, and then we just watched their shooters in the corner, and I think we executed the game plan defensively to the best of our abilities, and it worked out for us. So.
For sure, big game from you, man. Congratulations.
No surprises here. We also got Eli Moseman, man. Straight baller. Kid has been doing it all season. One of Central's two-headed monsters. And talk about it, Eli. You were consistent tonight. You had 15 points. Allen, unfortunately, got in a little foul trouble. Got a little slow start, but you were able to pull through some nice passes at the end. Talk about how you were able to go ahead and pull it through for your team today.
I mean, we got a team full of shooters, full of players, so whenever someone has a bad game, it's just next man up. Every game, it's just whoever can step up. Tonight it was me, tomorrow it might be Allen, but it's just you got to step up whenever a team needs you, so that's what we do well.
Now, Central alumni like myself love it any time that we can get the win here against Johnson. In the past, we haven't really had all that much success, but for yourself, man, you've been able to pretty much be in this rivalry and dominate this rivalry. Talk about how much that has meant for you, and then, you know, again, you guys are chasing now back-to-back conference titles. How's that feel?
I mean, these are the games you live for, right? This intensity, you love playing in this intensity. It's a fun conference, so we're just always trying to come out, give our best effort, and win the games, right? It's a privilege to be able to play in these games, so we're always trying to go back-to-back, just work.
Right. Hey, man, good balling out there. We love to see it. Central's Eli Moseman. Again, he's only a junior, y'all, so you got one more year he's going to be giving it to him, man. Good job out there. Appreciate you, boy. Good job, man. B, what up, baby?